you guys clicked on this video for one reason, and that's because you guys are super hyped and you cannot wait anymore for this game to come out, and I'm just as ready for Cold War as you guys are. So playing the beta, I've decided to gather a couple topics and talk to you guys about it, because there's a lot of things that I really need to touch bases on as far as sensitivity, movement, the weapons, and I'll explain more throughout the video. But if you guys want to skip to a certain timestamp throughout just to hear what I have to say about that particular topic, down below I'm gonna timestamp everything. So if you guys want to look at that, then just click on that. But I will be going into detail as much as I can throughout this video, so stick around. And if you don't already, like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you. Alright guys, so honestly I really am enjoying this game, and I know it's just the beta, so there's obviously a bunch of tweaks that they might still be doing to the game, but from what I've already understand and what I've seen by just playing the game, I'm gonna really just talk about the movement first. And the movement is totally different from Modern Warfare, I can tell you guys that from right now. And if you haven't played Modern Warfare, the movement was really good in that game. I'm not saying that it was bad, but in this game it feels much more fluid and the sliding is way faster. I know a lot of people in the competitive scene, like I also play public matches, but I also play competitive as well. So this is for people that also play competitive, because I know some people can't touch bases on both sides because they don't play competitive. But coming from the competitive scene, a lot of people like to jump shot and slide cancel. In this game you can still slide cancel, but you cannot bunny hop anymore, and that's, you know, when you double hop and then you start firing at somebody, you can't really do that anymore. You can jump into the lane and start shooting, but bunny hopping is no longer in the game, and I don't know if they're gonna adjust that or if that's just the final to that. But also when you're vaulting windows, I just find, in my opinion, that it's very, very fast and overpowering. Like, you just get through the window so fast, and sometimes if you're on the other end of that gunfight, it's really hard to engage and even win the gunfight. So vaulting through windows is kind of overpowered to me as of right now. Now, I'm a console player, and I was debating on this for the longest, let me tell you guys, to either get this on PC or console, and I finally just decided to get it on console because, you know, I didn't want to put so much load on my PC to stream as well as gaming. So I decided to just get it on console, you know, and if somewhere down the line, then yeah, I'll switch. Either way, I'm still a controller player, so if I did switch to PC, I'd still be playing on controller. The good thing about this game is you can change your FOV now, and if you guys don't know what FOV, it means field of view. So basically you can have a wider field of view just like a PC player, and PC players had a huge advantage in the previous COD compared to this one. But now that you're able to do that, it's sort of more even, I guess you want to say. So it can basically boil down to who's a better Call of Duty player. And another thing that I realized as far as like sensitivity and stuff, I find it much different than Modern Warfare in the aspect of, for example, let's say you're playing on 10 sensitivity, and that's a really high sensitivity. A lot of you guys would know that that's a very high sensitivity. When you initiate the first, like the beginning of the turn, it does not feel like you're on 10 sensitivity. It feels like you're at like 1 or 2. So when I first hopped on this game, I was like really questioning, like it felt so weird. And you know, I know every game, like there's minor things that you have to adapt to, and now I'm starting to get a bit more used to it. So that's just something that I found a little bit weird and different in this game versus Modern Warfare as far as sensitivity and stuff. So now to move into guns and grenades and concussions and flashbangs and all that good stuff, I can tell you guys right off the rip that throwing grenades, as you just seen right there, is way different. And I don't know if I like it more like this or if I dislike it, but I'm starting to lean towards the dislike, because let's say you want to throw a grenade like in a hurry and try to run away. In this game it takes much longer to actually pull the grenade out, but you can launch it way farther, if that makes sense. So like the beginning to pull the grenade out and to start cooking it, it takes way longer, but to actually throw it, you can bomb it literally across the map. Same thing goes for like flashbangs or stuns or whatever you want to call it. But to me, the stuns in this game are extremely overpowered. When you get hit with a stun, I thought Modern Warfare stuns were overpowered, like playing Hardpoint or something, or just any game mode. You get hit with a stun in Modern Warfare, like you're not going anywhere. But if you get hit with a stun in this game, you can't even like there's just no chance to get away if you get hit with a correct stun, and people actually take the fight, you're more than likely gonna die. So that's the equipments that I've used. I didn't really use C4s and stuff too much, but Semtex and Frags were definitely, I think, put very well into this game, and they worked it well. The explosion radius was not like super overpowered, but I mean, if you do an accurate throw, you're getting the kill. Now, I remember EOD back in Modern Warfare, which is like Flak Jacket in this game, because Flak Jacket is in this game, and EOD was extremely overpowered. Like, you can literally land a grenade next to somebody even if they're injured, and sometimes they would still tank the explosion depending on how damaged they were. But in this game, like, it seems to be a bit more balanced, and that moves me to the actual guns in this game. You guys know how in Modern Warfare the guns, the meta was like the M4 and the MP5, especially in competitive. The M4 and the MP5 were huge in competitive. And in this game, I feel like the guns are much more balanced. You know, you have the Milano, which is like the Uzi. That's a really good SMG. You have the MP5, which is like phenomenal. I've been running that a lot. As you guys can see in the video, I've been running the MP5 a lot, and I'm really enjoying it. It doesn't feel like Modern Warfare's MP5. Like I said, there's a lot of adjustments to the game, but overall the subs, the ARs, the snipers, really good. The ARs, I was using the XM4, I believe it's called, which is, it kind of reminds me of the Commando from Black Ops 1. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that gun was disgusting in that game. And in this game, it's also a really great AR. I've noticed people have been using the M16. That's almost like a 1 to 2 burst kill. And I remember like the M8A1 from Black Ops 2, I believe, that sometimes used to take like a few bursts. Like, the time to kill in this game is basically, I can't tell if it's longer or shorter than Modern Warfare, but I think it's good. Like, that's just my personal opinion. I think it's good. And you know, I remember in Black Ops 4, like, just seeing clips, because I actually did not play Black Ops 4 a lot. You can constantly stim yourself to like heal, and I'm not too sure if there was a cooldown to that, but I noticed that in this game you can stim yourself, and there's about maybe like 2 to 3 seconds, maybe like 2 to 5, let's say, until you can actually stim yourself again. And that's actually like really helpful in this game, because you can, the way the health works is a bit different that I've noticed in Modern Warfare. So you can also see your health bar down at the left on this game, and I find that really helpful. So you know, like, oh, if I have like 25% health, why would I take another gunfight? You know what I'm saying? So you can see all of that stuff on the screen. And the health, the time to kill is like way better in this game than Modern Warfare to me. A lot of people think otherwise, but I feel like it's almost balanced. And then now I'm gonna move into Killstreaks. And for me, when I first seen the Killstreaks, it was just an instant reminder of Black Ops 1, like Napalm Strike. You have airstrike, you have your old school chopper gunner, your old school attack helicopter. I mean, they're okay killstreaks, but they're not those killstreaks that are like, oh my gosh, I just got this, I'm gonna go crazy. The chopper gunner seems to be a bit overpowered in this game, which is okay. I mean, it is a chopper gunner, so it is supposed to have a lot of power to it, but you know. Then there's the artillery, the spy plane, which replaces UAV, obviously. Those are really good. Artillery has been like really good. I've never really been one to use artillery, but for some reason in this game it really does help a lot. And I remember when Modern Warfare first came out, guys, the spawns were so bad. Even to this day, if I get on Modern Warfare, the spawns are bad in that game, and I just could not understand like when they would actually fix that, because I remember playing at the beginning also, like that was the #1 thing I was complaining about, and I did not really complain at all in this game when it came to that. So, you know. And then you have your game modes. I was obviously playing Control here. It's a new game mode. You have to capture both zones to win, and that's pretty much it, guys. Like that's all I can really tell you guys from what I've seen so far. For watching, I really do appreciate it, and if you have any other questions, just write them down below in the comments and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Other than that, when the game does release, I'll be putting as much content, updates, and information as I can to help you guys become a better Call of Duty player. Until then, stay blessed, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.